Awesome. Uh-oh. What did I do? Already a good start. Hey, Kat, welcome in. Hello, everyone. I don't know who's actually going to be here because this is super late. I was supposed to do this at noon, and no, that did not work out. That's not the one I want. I want this one. That's not the one I want. I want this one. There we go. Awesome. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another stream. It's been a while. It's been a good while. How's everyone doing? I'm going to try to get through this. I have to leave for Revolution in about an hour and a half. And I wish I had more time to do this, but I'm going to get started right away. This is the 10-year anniversary of the first album my old band released that I was on. And I was super proud of that. So it's hanging on my wall over there. And I wanted to do this on the actual day of the 10-year anniversary, but I thought it'd be better to do it today so I could leave and go do Revolution, but that's obviously not a good planning on my part, but I hope everyone is doing well. It's been a while. I forgot how to do this and got a new little setup going here for tonight, for today. I'm going to try to blast right into this, like I said. I have not listened to this album since it came out. I remember recording it. I remember working on the songs. I remember being pissed off that I didn't get any credit for writing the songs. And after that, I never listened to the album. I just got the album a couple of months ago because I'd never, even when we got copies of it, before we released it, I never listened to it. I just gave mine away because I was so annoyed that I didn't get any credit. And the credit that I got on the album was typoed. But anyway, that was 10 years ago. After that album came out, I was only with the band for a couple more years and I left, but I wanted to keep that album framed. So I got it framed next to my signed Korn Issues album and my Morphisia album. And I also kept the x-ray from my broken neck from playing a show from this band. But I'm going to start going through the songs. I don't know the song lineup. I haven't played these songs since like 2015 when I left the band, so I don't even know how they go anymore. But let's start listening to them. And I'll try to play guitar along to them as well. I don't know how that's going to work out because I have not played these songs, like I said, and whatever math that is. Oh, you can see my reflection over there. All right, let's get it going. This is going to be the... Oh, and that intro was a live clip of us playing The Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson. I was going to do the Static X cover we did, but I thought Beautiful People was pretty cool too, regarding this, considering everything that's going on right now with Manson and all that. Anyway, sorry. It's been a while. I haven't done this for a while. I forgot how to do this. I forgot how to be professional. Does that work? Can you guys still hear me and hear the guitar? Is the guitar like way louder than me again? I don't know if anyone's actually there. Kat, you're still there. Kat, this will be a stream to you. All right, here we go. This is the first song, titled Bloodline. Again, I haven't played these in a while, so I'm just going to listen as well because I've never listened to the full album. So it's going to be a little bit of both. Yo, what's up, Skylar? heavy. It's really heavy. I do remember that part. I'll come in a bit. I just want to listen to it for a I don't remember that song. I might remember the solo. We'll see. The only thing that bothered me about this album, even listening to it now, yeah, this is my album. That's me playing guitar. It's that the mix had the guitars be like way back and like outside. It's like you can't feel the guitars, which is what always bothered me about recording this album. And we got into a lot of fights about it because I wanted the guitars to be like, you know, in your face. And this isn't what happened. So it kind of sucked because you would go see us play live and the guitars would be like in your face. But on the album, it's like, not really. And I always fucked up this part live too. Whoops. See if I remember this solo. So I kind of remember it a bit, and so that was the first track. Yeah, I thought the guitars could have been a lot better mixed and a lot album, but still, it's an awesome song, and you get into the rhythm of it, and it's really cool to play live. I always fucked it up playing live, but it was really, really awesome because I always wanted to sound like Korn when we played live, so playing on the 7-string, it was always the best. I just wish we used Korn tuning instead of this weird B tuning, but it is what it is. How many guitars do I have total? Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guitars. And and a bass. And yeah, that solo I always messed up, and the way I played it live is not how I had to record it. So I played it a little differently. I liked adding a little bit of changes in between the measures just to change it up a bit, but it sounded good. I've been playing guitar since 2004, I believe. It's been a while. So let's get into the second song. This is Love is for the Weak. This is the song that I tried making our yearly show out of. We had a show every February dedicated to anti-Valentine's Day, and this is what it was called. It was like Love is for the Weak campaign, and we always made it a big thing. I always got like 8 bands to play, and it was like a huge red-themed show, I guess. And I made all the flyers as well, so every flyer was like anti-Valentine's themed, and it was really cool. I don't know if I remember how to play the song as well. I don't remember how to play any of these songs. Once I listened to them, I like kind of remember. I was like, oh yeah, this is what I used to play, or this is a part that I used to headbang, and I had to play it this way so I wouldn't mess it up. But let's go into track 2. So this mix is so weird because live there's a lead guitar playing there and I don't hear it. Like even though I remember recording it, I don't hear it, and it sucks because it's a really good lead part. I just don't remember how to play it. No, I don't remember how to play it. I remember recording it. I don't remember how to play it. And that part was really cool. I don't know if you can hear me. So that part was all me because at the same time I had Morphisia going on, so I was doing a lot of black metal, and the singer was like, hey, can we do some black metal? I'm like, hell yeah, dude. So that part I changed it up instead of being like I'm fucking up every riff, but that's how the riff went. And I was like, let's just black metal it up. So that's what we did, and when I played it live, it was the one song I would just go crazy headbanging, but it you can't really tell on the recording, but it sounds really cool live. writing Elden Ring. Hell yeah, dude. Nice.
Bitch, cunt, whore, slut. Bitch, cunt, whore, slut. Bitch, cunt, whore, slut. Bitch, cunt, whore, slut.
So that's what we used to say at the end of the song, and the crowd would just come in and be like, "Yeah, bitch, cunt, whore, slut. Are we talking to us?" It was really cool. That song went through a lot of changes. We had another singer that had a really awesome scream, and that scream was at the end, and it was super cool because it was like a really shrieky scream. But he sadly left the band, and we had to take that out. And I say we as like the band, but I didn't want to take it out, but it's all right. Damn, this is gonna have so many annoying order. Oh, the guide. I wish I could play that game. But all right, the next song is this is a really old song that was written before I joined the band. But once I heard it the first time, I'm like, dude, we got to play this live. So we played it live a few times. And then once we actually recorded it, the singer changed the whole structure of the sound of the song. So it was a huge bummer to actually listen to it and be like, man, it sounded so much better before the album version came out. It's still an awesome song. It's one of my favorite songs to play live, and it's a really awesome meaning. There's a really awesome meaning behind the song, and it's a bummer that the way we ended up playing it live and recording it, it's like not what I thought would have been the best for the song, but it's still cool to play live. And I'll try to play it. I'll try to play everything. Oh, Immortal's awesome, dude.
Don't cry, just scream for me when I cut you wide. Open it back, what's mine from this greed infested. You're such a fucking just fucks for riding queen, so keep your lashes asking. I never wanted you to see that. Me and you once more. I show you the way. What ain't your life to me? What goes to be nothing. Let me in once more. I show you the way. What ain't your life to be? What goes to be nothing.
And one of the cool things about this band is that it had a lot of quirky things around it. So I like adding like little quirky parts on the guitar that never made it to the fucking album. But live, it would add so much because it would be like a little passages in between. Hey, good night, Sartag. And Immortal's awesome, Rampant Monkey. So no worries on that. So let's see if I don't remember recording that part, so it's not on the album. This is what I used to do live. Just real quick, that part right there I stole from Mick from Slipknot because that's how they played Surfacing. So I thought it was so cool to do that at the very last part before going back into the riff, but it wasn't my choice, so it never made it to the album. But what I'm doing is a ghost bend. Instead of going like this, I was like, dude, let's do a ghost bend in there like fucking Slipknot. It got rejected, but basically a ghost bend is when you bend and then you hit the note. So instead of going like this, a ghost bend is. I was like, man, that would have sounded so much cooler on the album because that's how I played it live. Go back into the riff, but it didn't work out that way. There's also a lead on this track that I always messed up live because I had to play with a mask and a costume and I would go crazy playing, so I always mess up that lead. Once more, I show you the way. I think I only played that song correctly one time live, and luckily somebody was recording it, so it's on video. The only time I played it live correctly, it was being recorded, so I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But I always fucked up that song live, because I would just get into it and I would just forget. I'm like, oh yeah, I have to do that part. That would be badass. Put like Northern Darkness solo like sound. That would be badass. Oh, that's a fucking badass album. I don't have a, I mean, I can't go back and add to these songs, but I would totally love to do that. And okay, this track was just I should have had the tracks down here so you guys could see them. Hey, what's up, Uncle AV? How's it going, man? Sorry for the late. This track is just like an interlude, so we can change guitars and, you know, get some water, take a quick break, and then come back into it. Nice. I'm good. I'm ready for Revolution, man. I don't know if you guys are going to watch Revolution, but after this, I'm going to head over to the theater and watch Revolution. So yeah, that was just like an interlude, something to, I would always need like a water break, and when I was doing a lot of blood, I would refill the blood and shit like that, or tune my guitar. This next song was like our club hit that got a lot of not popularity, but it was known amongst the goth crowd, because it's like a total goth song for a goth club, for goth kids. I think it even got played at a strip club one time. And for whatever reason, we had, or not me, but our singer had this thing that he didn't want to write songs that people could dance to, that people could identify the beat right away. So a lot of the songs are really weird in that sense, but this song was just basic 4/4 simple beat, and it was totally danceable. So once like the audience that we needed to play to heard it, they were like, oh hell yeah, this is a good song. And last Halloween, when I was doing a little DJ thing at a party, I played it, and people that have never heard it were just like dancing to it like it was a song that they've heard before. So I'm like, this is a fucking audience that we should have been trying to get instead of trying to push everyone away. But this is one of my favorite songs to play live. It's really awesome. It's really easy to get into, and playing it was really cool. So let's get into it. Yo, what's up, D-Box? So again, I wish we were to record the guitars to have more presence in the mix instead of being like all the way in the back, because that riff is super awesome to play. How the fuck does it go? But you can't, I can hear it, but I don't feel the riff. And then the next part, I don't remember what I played.
I smell the scent oozing like bait from your thighs into your breast. I want to taste your flesh.
Oh, Rampant Monkey. I'm not in this band anymore. I left this band in 2015, and I don't write any songs for that band. I never actually could write a whole song. I could write riffs, never songs, but yeah. I'm doing like a first time listening of this album since we recorded it. I've not listened to it since we released it 10 years ago. So this is the first time I'm listening to it and trying to remember how the riffs go and comparing it to how we played the songs live, because I don't remember listening to it when it came out. Spread you open, gonna eat you alive. Fuck you, we dead. Give yourself to me. Give yourself to me. Give yourself to me. Give yourself to me. Romance is amplified, but we can't bring it back from the dead. Stitch you tight with dirty needles and thread, so I can reopen your source. We can feel this together. Give yourself to. So that was a part that I would sing live. I kind of snuck my way into like singing that part live, because one time we played a show and they put a microphone stand in front of me, and I never sang. And I remember we were playing this song, and I was like, dead thread. And then I was like, I'm just gonna do that every fucking live show now. Fuck it. And then I did, and that's how I started playing guitar and doing like a little bit of vocals here and there. It's like I never asked. I just started doing it, and then that would become like my part later on, and I would sometimes miss it, but I was like, I just reminded myself of that right now, or the song reminded me of that right now. But let's keep going. Where I'm like, all right, this is awesome to play live, but we need to add some variation on the guitar part, because it's basically the same thing for 4 minutes. So I added some like palm mutes. I don't remember if they made it to the album, but let's. So what I'm playing is, I'm like, yeah, that's cool and all, but let's add some variation. So I went. And it's like simple, just a palm mute instead of an open. Give yourself to me. 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 Yeah, that song was like ultra the song we should have been pushing all the time to like the people who didn't like our band, because that's a song that would be like, yeah, this band is pretty cool, let's dance to it. And yeah. Hey, thank you, Jonathan. Really appreciate that. Do a guitar tutorial, but break it down easy for my dumb ass. I would, and I was supposed to start this stream 2 hours ago, but I I'm running late, so I'm trying to bust through this because I have to leave in about what is it, 14:33. I have to leave at 15:33. I have to leave in an hour to go watch Revolution at a movie theater, and I don't want to miss Revolution at all. So I'm trying to. So yeah, Uncle AV, yeah, I would be down to do that on another stream. I'm just running really late, so sorry about that. All right, so this next track is probably one of our heaviest songs. There we go. This is the title track of the album. I don't have any of my effects anymore, so I'm just gonna play it with one effect. But this song was just, sorry. This song is basically just our mosh pit song, our headbangy song. So let's get into it. I've not watched any Batman yet. This is where I would start playing guitar and doing windmills. The mix for this album, for this song, actually works because everything is so heavy that it just blends into one massive like bass. I still wish the guitars would have been more pronounced, but this song sounds really awesome and it's really fucking heavy. Also, that little break that just happened right now, we got into so many debates on how that should have sounded. Oh, how that sound should have been done. Because I always use like a Fear Factory type radio effect where it sounded really disgusting. And I think we ended up going with like some really not good sounding like a phaser or something that did not sound right. And I'm like, whatever. It still sounds good, but it's like it's not what I did live, and it's not two guitars, it's only one guitar. But in reflections of the veil by the vacant body, growing hollow, still warm inside, slowly disintegrating, nothing to sacrifice. Illusions, someone. 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 Illusions. I am nothing. Someone. 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 is supposed to have a like our bassist doing like some really awesome bass things, and there's nothing there. That sucks. And I also added some guitars to this live, and they're not. I don't think we ever agreed on putting them on the album. Oh, we did. It's not. It's only. That's interesting. I remember we the way we played that live was the ending was a lot heavier because the bassist would do his thing, and then at the end I would come in. That sucked, but awesome song to play live. Do the Slipknot riff again. Are you talking about this? So I stole that from Surfacing because on Surfacing when they're doing the tapping part, that's what I stole it from. I don't remember how exactly Surfacing goes, but that's what I stole it from. Because I remember I was reading a guide on how Mick played it, and he was saying that's how they started playing Surfacing, and I was like, oh, that sounds like a cool thing to do. But it's not exactly how Surfacing goes, but play Stone Cold Steam by Disturbed. Oh wait, no, that's. I actually don't remember how Disturbed played it. Dun 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 dun. Wow. I don't remember. I do not remember that part of that song at all. Well, I can't get that part. Feel Yourself Empty. So this song, this one is actually, I would say it's pretty Slipknot-y because it's really, really fucking fast. And I always made it a game to see if I could headbang throughout this whole song. And that's probably how I ended up breaking my neck after all these shows. But I was like, fuck it. Let's see if I can do that again. Gets me hyped as fuck. Hell yeah.
It's my only thing I trust.
That was another song that I snuck my way into singing live. I would do that trust part. Trust. Because I had a free mic and I was like, I'm going to go for it. Fuck it. But this song, it's fucking heavy as hell. We had a second vocalist, a female vocalist, and she was doing these parts the most because it was a song that our other singer would just kind of not do. But yeah, that sounded awesome with having two vocalists. I don't remember how to play the riff. Something like that. But let's keep going. And again, I would always be like, called that the corn part. Again, I wish the guitars were more pronounced because they're so covered up by everything else that you can't really feel the riff. So I wish that would have been a lot more pronounced. Wicked Strings and Voodoo Pets. That actually sounds really cool. Is that a sounds like a ska band. I'm going to switch guitars for this next track. Alright, so, and this song was a song that I had. Sorry, let me turn that off before I talk. All right, this is a song that I had huge hopes for. I was actually planning on shooting a video for it, and I wanted to direct the video because I had a really cool idea, and it would have been really cheap, and I would have shot it in a way that it would look really cool, but it also would have been like super easy to do. But when I brought it up to the band, I instantly got the idea taken away, and it just went nowhere. So that really fucking sucked, because I thought this song would have been perfect to incorporate our characters in the band, our outfits, and all this shit. And like I said, it would have been really cheap. Because I had this thing where I would book shows and try to make the shows take advantage of things that were going on. Like if somebody had a birthday party, I would be like, hey, you want to have your birthday party at our show? That way we can get a bunch of people to come and we can have a packed show and you get to have a cool birthday party with a bunch of people. But anyway, this is a song that I had that idea for. It didn't work out. And I always see the video in my head whenever I listen to this riff. But here we go. This is Dead Body Pinata.
Mi vida es por música.
That's our keyboard player.
Es muy bueno.
All right, Uncle AV, have a good one. Thank you, man, for hanging out. Cheers, dude. All right, I know this is where I come in. That was another song that we had a lot of disagreements about, especially the solo part, because the way it's on the recording, there's no variation and it's the same thing like 6 times or 8 times. So that gets really fucking boring really quick when you play it live. So it just goes. Play that fucking 8 times or whatever. So yeah, live I'm like, dude, we got to change it up a bit. And I wish it would have made it to the recording, because it's just little variations that add a little bit of a change to what you're listening to. So I would play it like this. sadly, it did not make it into the album that way. All right, I'm going to change guitars again and go into the next song. That's why we had interludes in between our songs so we could change guitars and stuff like that, because we played in two tunings. Whoops. And it could have all been done on one tuning, but for whatever reason, we had to play in drop A, which makes no sense. But here's the next track. This is Next Big Thing. And we had this before. Oh, wait, no. This came after Brock Lesnar started using it. So every time we played it, I was like, yeah, the Brock Lesnar song. I remember having a huge fit about that part because I could never play it right. We had two guitars at the time, and we both fucked it up all the time. I thought it was a really silly part to play personally, but it wasn't my call. So yeah, I remember always fucking it up, and it would sound terrible, and it wouldn't really go with the song, but it is what it is. I do remember suggesting that we added the harmonics to this track. And I was like, yeah, that's a really cool thing. Let's do that. And I fought about it because I wanted it to be two harmonics instead of one, but we ended up going with one the whole time. So I wanted two, but I was like, yeah, I remember adding this part to the guitar that I got no fucking credit for.
Tell me, are you as perfect as they sell your body? Beautified piece of meat.
You think it's gonna win between Roman and Brock? Roman.
So what's it gonna be? The next big thing inside you. Here's a dick of a producer. Step aside, we throw you to the wayside to make room for the next big thing. For what's better than you? Step aside, we throw you to the wayside to make room for the next big thing. For what's better than you? Celebrity, don't be so distant. You're all us, everything. If it wasn't for us, you would be nothing. So don't forget to smile. Overexposure, we already know everything about you. Celebrity, don't be so distant. You're all us, everything. If it wasn't for us, you'd be nothing. So don't forget to smile. Overexposure, we already know everything about you.
Okay, so this next part, keep in mind, I didn't write any of these songs. I only played them. But when I played them, I would be like, hey, we could probably change this part to make it flow better. into this next part, or this could be, done this way, since I'm gonna be fucking playing it live for fucking 9 years. I remember this part we got into a bit of a debate because I wanted to change it up just a bit. So this part goes. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. How about we mark the end of the beat with this? It didn't work out that way. See, it's simple and addition. There's the callback to the break. So again, I thought it would have been so simple. It doesn't deviate from the riff, and it doesn't change anything about the riff. It just adds a little bit of a hammer on. But again, this is why after this album was released, I changed my focus on the band, and I just started doing less in the band. I started focusing on Morphisia after this album was recorded. But yeah, I think Roman's gonna win because Roman is the godchild of Vince McMahon. So Roman can do no wrong, and I have no interest in that match at all. Again, they're forcing Lesnar and Reigns at WrestleMania. I don't understand why. I personally have no interest in the Universal title at all. To me, it's just a dumb title, but we'll see what happens. I am interested in Revolution, and I got to take off in 20, 30 minutes. This song is one of the oldest songs we had on the album because it was written before I joined the band. And I don't remember changing much on this song. Actually, I don't remember changing anything on this song. I just didn't like the way it was recorded because I preferred the old version. I don't think I remember how to play this song at all. There it is, there it is. Oh no, this part. There's a solo in this song that I would always fuck up as well. I always fucked up when I played live. Like, always fucked up. And I was sober. I wasn't even drinking at all. Which is funny. Here's a solo that I don't even know how to play it anymore. Nope. Damn it. I don't remember how to play that at all. Nice. So that was Fuck Puppet. That was one of our oldest songs on that album. Yeah, that was good times playing that song live. It definitely changed a lot when the second guitarist left and I became the only guitarist, so I had to switch a lot of parts around. But it was awesome. This next song, I was told, hey, write some riffs for this song. So I did. I wrote a couple of things that I thought were really cool. I brought him to our practice rehearsal spot. I showed the riffs and they were all good except the solo. The solo got so much shit on this song. We had a big debate about it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, it was a tapping solo, which I thought was really cool. Our keyboard player hated solos, so he flipped out. He's like, no, we're not doing a tapping solo. Fuck that. And I was like, why not? It's not the 80s anymore. Come on, man. So it ended up not making the album. It didn't make the song. The song got cut down so that we had no spot for the solos. It was a huge thing. I'm like, I don't know why the fuck we can't do what we want to do in our own music. But everything else made it almost as I wrote it, except one of the riffs got denied, I guess. I don't know how to say that. But when I played it live, I played it the way I wrote it because that's how I'm going to fucking play it. It makes it more interesting. I wish I could do the tapping solo though live. It never worked out, but this is X where your mind is. And I'm not going to be using any effects because I'm not going to set that up right now. But here we go. I had like a phaser going on there, and there's also a part in this song that I stole. Well, I didn't steal. I kind of was inspired by Misha from Periphery. I was like, that's a really cool riff. I think it's in Butter Snips. I don't recall what song he was showing it, and I was like, I'm gonna do that on one of my songs. I guess I never forgot how to play this song because I remember writing the riffs in my studio apartment in 2010 for this song. Like I specifically still remember that because I remember I looked at the price of Bitcoin and it was like $400 and I'm like, fuck, I should buy some Bitcoin. I'm gonna write this song instead. That's the part I stole from Meet Misha. Obviously, he does it a lot better because it's his thing, but I thought it would be really cool to try to sound like that. That's where the tapping solo would go. And then we added some drums instead. So I don't remember how the tapping solo went. Fuck, I don't remember how the solo went. I remember fucking fighting about it, and I don't remember how it goes. Alright, that's it. I think that was it. So I ended up supplementing it with something else live, but it never worked out. So it was... Ah! It was something like that. Yeah, that was X Where Your Mind Is. One of the songs that I got shit credit for. And the only reason why I say shit credit is because if you look up the album on any any music site or whatever, the credits are listed to just one person. So I thought that was really fucking lame. It's like not I'm not trying to take credit for the band or creating the songs, but when you actively help produce and compose the songs, I think you should get some sort of credit and not be nameless. But like I said, whatevs. It was 10 years ago at this point, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna hit up two more songs. This next song is a song that we used to describe our philosophy in the band, which was fuck everyone. We would burn as many bridges as we could because we were really stupid. I remember I got us a show one time at Hot Topic, and I lied my ass off to Hot Topic to get us this show inside a Hot Topic. And once we started playing, they actually asked us what kind of music we were. I'm like, yeah, we play hard rock. And they're like, do you cuss? I'm like, no, not at all. They're like, do you use any sort of profane visuals or lyrics? And I'm like, not at all. And then once we started playing, we got shut down instantly. We played, I think, 2 songs at this Hot Topic in the mall. And yeah, we got shut down. We got blacklisted from Hot Topic. And that was what this song is about. I remember playing this song live a couple of times with Mr. E or Mr. Nice Chai, as he's known now, and those were fucking awesome shows because he would always be on point, and that allowed me to switch up the riffs a little bit. And I was listening to a ton of Lamb of God at the time, so I kind of started doing some Lamb of God things, not like complicated, but just little things that I would be like, yeah, that's something that sounds like Lamb of God if it were really simple. So Mr. Nice Chai and I recorded this song for my YouTube years ago, and I did the guitars that way, and I thought it sounded really cool. The album is the album version is kind of watered down a bit, so it's missing that like head and monkey type of guitar talk, if that makes any sense. But I'll try to play it that way if I remember. So that was Burning Bridges. That was the last song, I think. No. This was the last song we worked on. So this song right here is called End. So I'm going to give you a quick backstory on this fucking song. I got like 10-15 minutes left. So we had one last song on the album. This was going to be the end track, and we just called it End because it's really fucking easy. When I came into the band, I remember we wrote songs for our characters for our website, and I had this riff that I had since I started playing guitar, and it was just a really dumb riff. I don't even know if I remember it. I don't remember how it went. I just remember I brought it up and I'm like, I want this to be my theme song. And it was a really weird thing. And it sounded really cool. So that was the first thing I wrote for this band. I don't know if I even have that anymore. I don't think I have access to that song anymore. When this album was being recorded, I brought up this riff that you're going to hear in a second. And I thought it would be really cool to use as like a interlude or something simple to have like an intro for the show or some sort of simple vocal line to create like some sort of atmosphere. But anyway, I presented the riff, and they were like, yeah, this is awesome. Let's use this. When we were recording this song, it took like 2 weeks to record it because apparently my string noise when I switched chords was too loud. String noise is this. When you switch positions on a guitar neck, it creates a little scraping sound. That's natural. It's how guitar is. But apparently mine was too loud. So we had to get special strings for a guitar. I think I was using a Warlock at the time, BC Rich Warlock. And it literally took us 2 weeks because if I messed up one single thing on the tracking of this song, I had to redo the whole thing again. And this song, I remember, it was fucking frustrating because it took so long. It took so stupidly long to record this song. And in the end, I got no fucking credit for this. All the guitar parts on this song, I did. I recorded, I created. I had them since I started playing guitar. And I'm so, like, I still remember this song because it was the most frustrating thing ever. I'm really glad at how it came out. It's just that nobody knows who fucking did it. For the lead, I was using an EBow to get that really haunting type of sound. And that's what I wanted to go for in this song. I thought this would be a perfect fucking intro for our show. Just come out, walk out with this song. I still remember fucking those riffs because those are the same riffs that I came up with when I was fucking playing guitar for the first couple of months. They're really simple, really basic, nothing special about it. Just but I thought it would sound really cool. This next part, this is what took 2 weeks to record. I think it took more, but anyway, this was the most frustrating part I've ever had to record in the history of me playing guitar. I'm gonna listen to it and then I'll try to play it so you can see how simple it was. That part took, I'm not even joking, guys, that took about 2 weeks to record because we had to get special strings. I had to play that part. I had to practice that part for hours. And we had to get it all on one take. So it was extremely frustrating. And once I got it, I was like, fuck, fuck this. But it sounds really cool, right? It sounds really fucking cool. It's really simple. It follows the same chords as the rest of the song, but it's played cleanly and it's arpeggiated. We could have done that and we would have been fucking done with this track in like 20 minutes. But no, because of my string positioning. I mean, my oh shit. All right, I'm going to give it a couple more minutes and I got to go. But because of me changing chords or positions, that noise. No, we had to get special strings, a special guitar to record this fucking track. So I'm gonna play it one more time. Sorry. Thank you, Wrestling Behind the Themes. Something like I got distracted because Wrestling Behind the Themes just subscribed. Hey, thank you so much, Wrestling Behind the Themes. That was really cool of you. God, this is such a mess of a stream. But yeah, that was the whole album. Like I said, I'm really proud of that album because it was the first album that I ever recorded with a band and that we played live and that I actively participated in. I'm going to say I'm fucking producing it, structuring the songs, and creating the riffs for certain songs. And yeah, that's why I have it on my wall, because it's one of my proudest achievements in my shit guitar life. That's why I have it next to my album, Morphisia album. But yeah, that was 10 years ago to this day. Well, not to, but this weekend, it was 10 years ago. We started working on this album, like I said, in like 2010. We went through a couple different band members while recording this album. It was such a shit show that in that period of time because we were playing so many shows and it was crazy. But recording this album was interesting. I've never recorded an album before that point, and it showed me a lot of things to do that were really cool. But shortly after I left the band, and then I focused entirely on Morphisia. And now I just YouTube all the time. But it was good to see you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out on the stream. We got Revolution coming up. If you're into AEW wrestling, I have to go to the movie theater and watch Revolution because wrestling at a movie theater is fucking awesome. I'm actually going to take a lift there right now because I'm late. I don't want to miss a pre-show. Dude, I'm so excited about this show. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out during the stream. If you hung out for a couple of minutes, whatever. Yeah, that's it. Everyone who watched, thank you so much. Hope you have an awesome night. I'll see you really soon. I don't know when. It's maybe this weekend. I don't know. And if you haven't watched my recent video with OSW Reviews Jay Hunter, please do so. It was so awesome having Jay on a video. OSW Review is one of my favorite YouTube channels. They're fucking hilarious. And it felt so cool that Jay was down to be in one of my videos. And it's a Sting cover. So please watch it. And guys, please make an effort to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. 91% of my viewers are not subscribed, which is insane because I get a lot of videos. I get a lot of views on wrestling videos. And if only 9% of those people are subscribing, that's pretty low. Like if you guys want to support in just the tiniest amount, please subscribe. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't want to beg, but it's just kind of very, very, very low metrics. Anyway, enough with the rambling. You guys have a good night. Sayonara. Domoarigato gozaimasu. I'll see you guys. And I was doing it wrong the other way. It's supposed to be like this, so you guys can get the Z. All right. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you. See you next weekend. This weekend.